What's up, everybody? It's Al. It's Monday. Happy Monday to everybody. Hope you're having a good week so far. Wanted to do a video congratulating my Houston Astros on winning the World Series. It's been over 20 years now since the city of Houston has celebrated a major sports championship. Of course, I remember celebrating down on Richmond when the Rockets won back-to-back titles over the Knicks and over the Orlando Magic, Hakeem the Dream and the boys, and to see another Houston team, the Houston Astros, do it, felt great, spectacular. So proud of that team after all they've been through, 3 100-loss seasons, the team been sold off, and just suffering is, one of the laughing stocks of the league. All the heartbreak and heartache throughout the years, losing to the Mets when I was a kid, the Strawberry Gooden Mets, and all the years of the Bagwell and BGO years of where we win 100+ games and we lay an egg in the playoffs, getting to the World Series, getting swept by the White Sox. All of that's gone now, with us winning the World Series. Correa, Altuve, Springer, and the boys, they got it done. Verlander, those guys really did a great job and brought it home for the city of Houston. We had a great parade, and thank God nothing happened violently, as there have been a lot of things going on in the nation. Thank goodness everybody was safe and sound, and it's just a great feeling, man, in the city. Everybody's in a good mood. Nobody's angry or upset. Just when you win a championship, when your city wins a major sports championship, it's just something in the air that stays around for a really long time. And I really enjoyed this World Series. I've been a baseball fan my whole life. Used to be an avid baseball card collector and all that stuff. And one of the things that I really enjoyed about the World Series, and one of the things I think made it one of the greatest World Series of all time, and one of the greatest that I've ever seen, was not just that the games were so spectacular, so close, so give and take, and this team's down and it looks like it's over, and then all of a sudden they come roaring back. Not just that, but just the jubilation of the players on both teams. If you know anything about baseball, historically, baseball was a sport where it was pretty much the only sport when you did something right, you couldn't celebrate. I mean, you hit a home run and you got to run around the bases with your head down like you made an F on your report card, and you're going to figure out how you're going to tell your mom when you get home. And that, to me, was always something that I feel, as time went on, that made baseball unattractive to young people. Because if you know anything about young people today, they like to celebrate, they like to have swag, they like to show their stuff. And to see this World Series where guys were hitting home runs and getting big hits and pumping their fists and celebrating as they ran around the bases and pointing at their teammates in the dugout and giving each other crazy signals and doing all kind of leaps and jumps, not just the Astros but the Dodgers too, just seeing all that jubilation, it added so much more to the World Series that you usually don't see in a World Series, because you got to see guys pour out their emotion. You don't really get to see that. You don't really get to see guys just screaming and hollering. I remember for years during the Bagwell and BGO era, as great as those guys were, one of the knocks on that team for a lot of fans, they didn't show any fire. They didn't show any passion. I mean, they were workmanlike, which is great, but they didn't celebrate. They didn't get, fired up. If they did, they didn't let it show. And this group of guys, they are fired up. They're a fired up team. The Dodgers were a fired up team. When you get two fired up teams together with over 100 wins, playing the way they played, it makes for a great World Series. And I believe that a World Series like this, with a team with so much swag in the Astros and a team with so much swag in the Dodgers, they get together and they play like they did. I believe that it brings an appeal back to the younger fans. Because like I said, the younger fans want to see guys, get their swag on, show their stuff. Want to see guys celebrate. Want to see guys like Altuve dancing in the dugout, just hanging out, getting loose. And like I said, you couldn't do that in baseball for a really long time because they have these good old boy rules. But I think with this past World Series and maybe a couple other before that, you're starting to see that go away. Starting to see guys now all these old rules about, don't show up the pitcher when you hit a home run. Well, now, guys, they run around the bases and they go crazy. The Dodgers, I mean, one of the Dodgers hit a home run and he was running around the bases like he was on fire. And the same thing with the Astros. So I think that baseball is in a good place, not just because my team won, because people say, oh, you're just saying it because the Astros won. No, I think that baseball is in a good place because of the competitive series. And now younger viewers can watch, or the game will attract younger viewers with these young, talented players who let it all hang out and show their emotion and do things and act in ways that young people like to act. Young people don't want to watch a sport where everybody's acting like a grandpa. They won't want to play it. They won't want to watch it. And so with the World Series being the way it was, with everybody letting their swag show, I think that going forward, if that continues, that baseball will start attracting younger viewers. Hopefully our Astros can as young as this team is, they can keep riding this wave for a little while. I know we got back-to-back titles in basketball. Hopefully we can get back-to-back in baseball. Keep this team rolling. So let's just keep it rolling, guys. And congratulations again to the Houston Astros. Peace.